Advertising today can allow a company to remodel themselves despite having a dark past. Many big companies today have skeletons in their closet which they wish they could erase, so they spend millions in advertising to regain the trust of their consumers. In this list today, we'll be focusing on 5 famous companies that have Nazi roots. Number 5. Bayer. During the Holocaust, a German company called IG Farben manufactured the Zyklon B gas used in the Nazi gas chambers. They also funded and helped with Joseph Mengeler's experiments on concentration camp prisoners. IG Farben is the company that turned the single largest profit from work with the Nazis. After the war, the company was broken up. Bayer was one of its divisions and went on to become its own company. Aspirin was founded by a Bayer employee, Arthur Eichengrun. But Eichengrun was Jewish, and Bayer did not want to admit that a Jewish man created the one product that keeps their company in business. So to this day, Bayer officially gives credit to Felix Hoffmann, a nice Aryan man, for inventing aspirin. Number 4. Siemens. Siemens took slave laborers during the Holocaust and had them help construct the gas chambers that would kill them and their families. Siemens also had the single biggest post-Holocaust moment of insensitivity for any of the companies on this list. In 2001, they tried to trademark the word Zyklon, which means cyclone in German, to become the name of a new line of products, including a line of gas ovens. Zyklon, of course, being the name of the poisonous gas used in their gas chambers during the Holocaust. A week later, after several watchdog groups appropriately freaked out, Siemens withdrew their application. They said they never drew the connection between the Zyklon B gas used during the Holocaust and the proposed Zyklon line of products. Number 3. Coca-Cola. Coke played both sides during World War II. They supported the American troops but also kept making soda for the Nazis. Then in 1941, the German branch of Coke ran out of syrup and couldn't get any from America because of wartime restrictions. So they invented a new drink, specifically for the Nazis, a fruit-flavored soda called Fanta. That's right, long before Fanta was associated with a bunch of exotic women singing in a god-awful jingle, it was the unofficial drink of Nazi Germany. Number 2. Hugo Boss. In the 1930s, Hugo Boss started making Nazi uniforms. The reason? Hugo Boss himself had joined the Nazi party and got a contract to make the Hitler Youth, Stormtrooper and SS uniforms. That was a huge boom for Hugo Boss. He got the contract just 8 years after founding his company, and that infusion of business helped take the company to another level. The Nazi uniform manufacturing went so well that Hugo Boss ended up needing to bring in slave laborers from Poland and France to help out at the factory. In 1997, Hugo's son Siegfried Boss told an Austrian news magazine, "Of course my father belonged to the Nazi party, but who didn't belong back then?" Number 1. Standard Oil. The Luftwaffe needed tetraethyl lead gas in order to get their planes off the ground. Standard Oil was one of only 3 companies that could manufacture that type of fuel, so they did. Without them, in theory, the German Air Force couldn't even have gotten their planes off the ground. When Standard Oil was dissolved as a monopoly, it led to ExxonMobil, Chevron and BP, all of which are still around today.